Robbie Deans is a descendant of an early European settlement family, a famous New Zealand rugby All Black, and one-time coach of this region's team, the Crusaders. Although he's now living in Japan coaching rugby, he's definitely a son of Canterbury, but not a great gallery goer. So a while back he was strong-armed by gallery director Jenny Harper to make a visit.
Although there are plenty of artists in my family, including Austin Deans, unfortunately that particular art gene appears to have skipped me. But what really impressed me about the gallery was just how much there was in there, and I must confess, how much interested me. What struck me most was how artists highlight things and places we might walk past and take for granted every day. I can't regale you about art history or reveal the hidden depths of a work like a wine buff might reveal the subtle flavours of a fine wine, but I can say that this image of Lyttelton Harbour stopped me in my tracks. It struck me as a particularly potent contrast to my own situation. I know what it is like to live out of a suitcase when you first arrive in a new country, but I thought of the even greater challenges faced by those early European settlers, arriving with all their belongings, stepping off the boat into the truly unknown, determined to make a new life for themselves. As an international rugby coach, I first left Canterbury to work in Sydney in 2008. That felt like a big shift for me. But looking at these people and imagining the hike over the bridle path from the port to the then very basic settlement on the other side of the hills put my own travels into perspective. I've always enjoyed landscape, especially the rivers and mountains that make up the scenery of the South Island. Now that we live out of New Zealand, my wife and I have started to collect works that say a little about where we come from. Perhaps this painting says more than most. If I could add it to my collection, I would.